shows are sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Houston Oilers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. The Raiders at 6-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But you look at this defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Ball again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go, here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo looks to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
That's caught left side by Hardman. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Dances by him. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Get 300. Get 300. 50.
They'll run with Hall. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Well, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
11. Stand.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah,
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers wants to change the look. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Oilers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Fighting his way through contact. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Up the middle, Nwangwu. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On the counter, it's Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run with Hall. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the night. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now it's blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Play action. Garoppolo. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Strong right, strong right. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Look at this.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here, Mike. Excellent. Here, Mike.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his This throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
21.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A beautiful fake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So Houston going to cut.